people often confuse appeals with trials, so I just want to start out by talking about the difference. At the appellate process, there are no witnesses. There's not any testimony that gets put in. There are no new documents. There's no new evidence. All you do is present a panel of judges. Now, so there's not just one judge. There are a panel of judges. You present them with the record of what happened at trial. And you say to the justices, based on the record, there was a fundamental mistake in the trial that affected the outcome of the trial. We want this reviewing court to look at the record and to correct the mistake. The appeals court, which has been in operation, was created in the early 70s, is the General Court of Appeals. Everybody gets to go there. The Supreme Judicial Court can sometimes take a case right out of the appeals court and say, we want to hear it. We know it's going to get to us eventually. We want to hear it. We're taking it directly. Or sometimes people are dissatisfied with what the appeals court did, and they petition the justices and they say, we want you to look at this again, and the justices agree to look at it. It's a long process. It takes a long time. Judges are given broad deference to make findings of fact. And the theory is the judge was there, the judge saw the witnesses, the judge looked at the facial expression of the witnesses, looked at the gestures of the witnesses. All we have is this bland transcript. We're going to give the judge the benefit of the doubt in terms of the factual findings. On a question of law, was this really a contract or not? Was this, is this illegal? That the court will look at that anew, but it'll be based on the evidence. When you get to the appellate level, they're also looking at different things than a trial court may be looking at. I know from working at the Supreme Judicial Court that when that court, our highest court, gets an appeal, they're looking at, well, what's the next case going to be? If we decide it this way, how is the law going to develop? If we decide it that way, how is the law going to develop? So they're looking at a much more global issue than the trial court may be looking at. What are the broad policy implications of deciding one way or the other? And again, reasonable minds can and do differ.